Hello, I'm Nikki. I'm just here to tell you about something that I chose to do 13 years ago, which has radically improved and changed my health, well-being, income level, level of friends, impact, confidence, energy, like stratospheric. And it's down to one decision that I made to join a business that's a multi-level marketing business called Arbonne. So this was me the summer before I even heard of Arbonne. My children were 7 and 12 at the time. They're now 20 and 25. And I think most people say I look younger now than I did then. Definitely very happy there as well, though. So yeah, we were on holiday. So I just wanted to tell you about this because my background is brands and advertising, and my first one, IMI, came 10 weeks early because I was commuting and running around and stressed out and doing way too much, being pretty heavily pregnant. I did not go back to my big corporate job because it was a very scary time in special care. She was 10 weeks early, as I say, and she nearly died twice. And I stayed at home and set up a freelance business in marketing and was also interested in healing. I was a Reiki master and I did treatments at home. And then I had our son James, 5 years later. Nearly didn't go there again, but I did. And as I say, this was the summer of 2012, and I was really wondering what on earth I was going to do because I really did not want to go back to the big corporate job in London and leave them, but all the hassle and logistics of that. And I loved my freelance businesses anyway, but I just was not making, I just wanted to leverage the whole thing and make it bigger. And I was just wondering how on earth I was going to do that, from the countryside. I live in North Buckinghamshire. Went networking and met a lady that started to talk about this multi-level business and chemical-free skincare and products. And I was very interested in chemical-free anyway. And I'm going to show you what I found out about this business 13 years ago. And I can honestly say it has stratospherically changed my life in ways that I just did not imagine at the time. And as a result, now I have such an incredible life. I really do. I'm completely in charge of my own destiny. I can work from home and create an income, which is so incredible. And I don't have to exhaust myself working for someone else and commuting and traveling in. And I still have a job that I love. In fact, I have four businesses now, one of which is Arbonne. But I have got so creative with what I want to do with my life, and I feel so empowered and so in control. And I really, really would love you to have a look at this and see if it would be a fit for you to get more creative, have some more stability when you just don't know what is going to happen in the world, and be an empowered woman. Be somebody that feels in charge of her own destiny and not because you've got children and you're at home, or if you haven't got children and you want to be more in charge of your own destiny and create an income. Just take a look at this because it could open your eyes like it did mine. So I'm just going to share screen and show you what I'm talking about. So this is what we call Discover Arbonne, so you can find out about it. So what is this business? So it is a company that was started in 1975 by an incredible man, as it says there, lovely picture of him there, bottom left, a man called Peter Mork, back in 1975. He was working for a huge company called Procter and Gamble, which I actually worked for myself when I was working in my marketing job. And he was one of the top paid botanical chemists there and could see that they were using all kinds of ingredients in products which ultimately were incredibly dangerous and toxic to people because each pore is like a little mouth and you're absorbing it all through your skin. And he did not like what he was seeing. And he set up a company and created his own skincare that was all clean. And he also went to incredible trouble to make it sustainable and ethical and environmentally friendly as well. Really, really dedicated right from the get-go on chemical-free, clean, never tested on animals, vegan, really, really committed in a way that no one had ever seen back in 1975. In fact, it was almost incredible what he created. And it's just astounding what he's developed, this man. He sadly passed away now, and his son is still in charge of the business called Xi'an, and we have French owners now. But this business is next level. It's so incredible what this one man set up. Incredible research and development. And the people that are involved in it are such an incredible community of passionate people. And it is truly a global opportunity. So, started in the US, based in California, went into Canada and the UK and Australia and Poland in 2014 when I had just joined in 2012. And we are going to be expanding into a couple more countries this year. So we've got over 500 products, all in the area of consumable products. So think of everything in your shower, everything in your makeup bag, and all kinds of nutrition. These are all clean, safe, beneficial, incredible products that we use day in, day out. So this is a way to create a business from consumable products that you need and will you ever stop showering or cleaning your teeth? Will you ever stop needing energy? Will you ever sort of not be thinking about your health and well-being? This is the epicenter of where Arbonne is. These are products that we all need every single day. And this is a way to transform your health as well with these incredible products. So this is the difference with these products. They're all pure, safe and beneficial with none of these incredibly toxic ingredients. So these are just some of the things which are just not in Arbonne. So no mineral oil, no petroleum-based products, no formaldehyde, no dyes, no parabens, which are the preservatives, no animal byproducts, no animal anything, no chemical fragrances, no waxes, no acetone. Truly incredible, all in recyclable, incredible containers as well. So it's all the packaging, even the ink on the packaging, converting a lot more to glass. And we also are a category B corporation and have been very proudly for the last 5 years or so. You have to be tested every 6 months to check that you're still at the very high standards. This is how you treat your staff, how you treat it's all about the people and the planet before profits. And truly committed to this. I mean, we've got the highest mark in the health and wellness category of all companies for our category B. So what is network marketing? It basically cuts out all the middlemen that I used to work for. So traditionally retail has all these people in the chain, and all these people add on their costs when it comes to people like you and me, the consumer, at the end of that whole process, actually buying products, and to the tune of like 50% more on top of the original cost to actually manufacture it. Whereas with network marketing, you're buying direct. So the products are fresher, they don't need to have the preservatives, they're in pump sealed packaging, and you don't need the 7-year lifespan, for example, which is on skincare, because we're selling it fresher, more direct, more cleanly, more efficiently. And because we've done the work, we are the independent consultant in the middle who do all the marketing for the company. And that's what we get paid for, is the word of mouth sharing. Such a clever business. So you're cutting out all the middlemen. And back in the day, 1975, and obviously when I started in 2012, people were extremely suspicious of these types of businesses because of the online piece. That now everyone's shopping online, particularly since lockdown. We shop on all sorts of things all the time, on Amazon, on even clothing and shoes, which you'd never have thought you would do. Barely, it's basically a haircut that you can't buy online now. And this is the cleverest bit about it, is no online shopping is just not going away. So what do? We tell people and show people that this is simply about stop buying from the normal retail, start buying from your own shop and enjoying the benefits of these products yourself. So become a walking, talking advert for the product, and then share that idea with the people that you meet and love and who've got the vision for taking up an opportunity. So let's show you how this business works. It starts with you or me, as it did in my business. And what we like to do is say to people in a very, very simple way, get 10 clients who are all buying, say, spending £100 a month on their personal care products. And if you've got 10 clients and you build up your 2,500 building block, as we call it, that is like your basic. And if you can get that and rinse and repeat, and everyone who joins you does that, that's when you have the building blocks of a very, very strong business. So if you want to be buying and just showing others and leaving it there in like kind of a direct selling kind of way, that's absolutely fine. If you want to teach and train and show people how to build a business, we see it like a family. So imagine you have 5 children and that's in your first generation, and you're teaching them to do exactly what you have done and you've learned to do, which is to get 10 clients buying regularly every month. Then they decide to teach those 5 people, your children, decide to do that with 5 people that they know, then you've got 25 grandchildren in your what we call downline. Take it one step further. If those 25 grandchildren teach and train and coach 5 people to have 10 clients, say spending 250, that's 250 QV, which would be about £100, you'll end up with 125 great grandchildren. And take it to one more level. 4th generation, those 125 teach and train 5 people to do the same thing. That's 625 great grandchildren. You're going to be spending all your time in your 1st generation, which is that 1st level. Everyone else is responsible for their children going down, but they're all still connected to you. So you've got 1st generation of your children, 2nd generation of your grandchildren, 3rd generation of your great grandchildren, and 4th generation of your great grandchildren. So let's just look at how many people that is. That is, in fact, 5 times 5 is 25, 25 times 5 is 125, 125 times 5 is 625 people in your business. That means 780 total team members. So if everyone shops spending £100 each month, that's 780 people spending, very simply, say it's £100 a month. That's £78,000 turnover in your business. Ka-ching! That is such a clever, simple way to actually create more time and money with all the 24 hours that you have. Say you spend an hour a day building your business and other people spend an hour a day building their business. That's all those hours in your business, and you've done 1 hour a day. And you earn 10% of that. So you've just earned $7,800 a month income. This is how I can have 4 businesses, folks, because one of them is the one that pays me very simply and easily, right? But you get good at teaching and training others. So how does that actually happen? This is when you learn about the different levels. So everyone starts in the same place in this business. Everyone starts as independent consultant, and everyone, as it says then, each of the one down, everyone has the opportunity to earn incentive trips and special gifts and promotions and bonuses. So you get 35% of your weekly commissions every week. So that's the first thing, is you get paid weekly on commission, and then you get paid monthly on override, which is your team's efforts. Okay, so your own personal sales, you will get paid weekly on. That's your preferred clients. But what we do very quickly is help people get to the 1st level, which is district manager. That is when you are turning over 200,500 a month, which was that building block that we talked about. So if you get, as and when you get to district manager, you can, which is approximately earning about £500 a month, you get all of the access to the incentive trips and other special gifts and recognitions. If you want to take it one step further and earn slightly more, you can earn your district manager bonus, DM bonus, and that is an extra £125 extra monthly cash bonus. So there's bonuses every step of the way with this, just to help you keep ticking along. Now here comes this level, area manager, which is currently where I am at. That is when you can be earning on average £1,000 a month. You can get in with the incentive trips. I've earned about 9 of those. They do that every year. That's helping people get to district manager and so on. And you can earn an additional monthly cash bonus of £250 when you go slightly above the area manager requirements each month. Okay, so there are bonuses at every level, and it goes up as well incrementally. The next level, which I have been at, regional vice president, is when you can be earning about £5,000 a month. And obviously you can have access to the incentive trips and special gifts and recognitions. But also when you go that next step with your regional vice president business, you can earn £375 monthly extra cash bonus. And you have a monthly payment for a Mercedes, white Mercedes, to prove that you've done it, be the evidence. That's what they always say. So currently I'm at area manager, doesn't matter, we're building back up right now. Then the final level is national vice president, when you earn on average 10,000 a month. You have access to all the incentive trips and so on as well, but you get also paid an annual trip to Maui in Hawaii in January, when the weather's horrible. You get paid for your accommodation and your trip to Las Vegas, which is where we have our annual conference. And also you have the opportunity to earn the MVP challenge trip, paid for 2, which is when they go on the most incredible trips to anywhere. Europe, they went up to all the Nordic countries another time. They've been to Paris, and it's the height of luxury. The MVP travel. MVP challenge trip, it really is. That's when you normally when you promote another national vice president, same level. That's how you earn that trip. So basically, it's very simple plan of action. And if you do the work, it works essentially. But there's incentives and bonuses at every level, and they really create such an atmosphere. And there's always more money to earn, and the harder you work, the more you earn. It's as simple as that. And it's just so fun sharing this business that you can't help yourself. So where are we? We're in 6 countries right now. We're in New Zealand, we're in Australia, we're in Poland, UK, Canada, and America. And as I said earlier, going into 2 new countries this year, more likely Europe. So that is very exciting indeed. So then you can think of all the people that you know in those different countries. And then you've got access to, who do you know in Australia? Who do you know in America? Who do you know in New Zealand? They can all be earning money whilst you're asleep if there's time difference, which there normally is. So exciting. And then also, this is a little plan of where people are in Arbonne right now as of January 25. I am on the border between East Midlands and the Southeast. So, it's all to play for, frankly. So there are many, many, many opportunities. Who do you know, for example, in the Channel Islands, in the Northeast? There's hardly any people anywhere. Plenty of opportunity to build a huge, whacking great business in this. So it's now time to, like, as it says there in that chart back there, is to really think big. What would your life look like if you actually jumped in and decided to make money from showering? That's basically what it is. Sharing everything. So it's a switch of spend from all the things that you need every day, every week, every month anyway, instead of buying it from the supermarket or the chemist, you buy it from your own shop. The other thing I absolutely love about this business is everything is clean and certified, and you don't need to be doing all the label reading and like thinking, oh my goodness, is this suitable for me? Can I use this? All the nutrition is gluten-free and dairy-free, and such high grade, such high quality. I feel absolutely incredible every single day. And if you don't have your health, what have you got, right? How would your life to look in 5 years' time if you'd actually jumped in with us and had a go at building this business? We're all here to hold your hand. The community is absolutely incredible. We have so much fun. You'll never feel so free and in charge of your life ever again. And you're not waiting for something to happen. You don't have any of the politics of office. Everyone is so helpful and fun and welcoming. We're really into personal development as well, and growing ourselves, building ourselves really strong. Because in this day and age, if you're not fit and healthy and mentally strong, you're not going to do great. I mean, it's as simple as that. And the job uncertainty causes people so much stress. So do you know anyone that could really do with a plan B, who could really do with having some extra income, could do with an extra £500 a month, £1,000 a month, from sharing this idea with, say, 5 of their friends? We can come around and show you all the products, and you can earn some money from and get some prezzies for having some people around, or you could jump in and join us and do it yourself as well. And there's nothing like it. There's nothing like feeling in control of your life. There really isn't. And going on trips that are fully paid for, hanging out with people that are positive and happy and want to go places, who are excited and upbeat. That is the best part of this, is I have a community that holds me together, and my mental health has never been as good as it is now. I would absolutely love to talk to you if you would like to know more about what this business can do, because so many people are struggling right now, and we'd just love to help you and join us. We have so much fun. And this person, if I could have said to this person what my life would look like now, and how much less stress I have, how much more empowered I feel, and how much happier I am and stronger I am. And this is for anyone. We have all kinds of businesses in this business. We have doctors, we have naturopaths, we have lawyers, we have mums, we have Zumba teachers, we have PTs, we have cleaners, we have every single type of industry in this business, because everyone showers. Everyone, women mainly obviously, wear makeup. Some men wear foundation now as well to protect your skin. These are happiest, healthiest people I've ever come across. No one's moaning. and we're all in charge of creating a new life. And this as well is about getting our business willable so that the next 6 generations of my family will get paid on my business. Wow. You know, you can own your business and earn your money now, but also it's creating a legacy for your family in the future. So we've got everything covered. We really have. This is a chance to take in charge of your destiny and feel completely in control and actually immune and insulated from all the crazy stuff that's going on in the world. I would absolutely love to talk to you and have a bit more of a chat. Let's do it. Let's have fun. Take care. Bye.